So the inevitable has finally happened, and Haley Welch is being sued for what she ignorantly let herself be used for. If you don't know what happened, she thought it would be a good idea to promote something she had no knowledge about, only to unknowingly have the people behind all of it scam millions out of the people who invested. She then said she was going to sleep, and has been asleep now for almost 2 weeks.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Hello there. But anywho, I'm gonna go to bed. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Now, before any of this happened, she would post on her Twitter account daily asking people for memes. She is the queen of memes, however. Who gave her that title? Who crowned her king? Show me the king so we can have him executed, exiled. Get that f***er at it. But in between all of these memes were Bitcoin posts disguised as memes. And I know for a fact whoever was posting these was setting the foundation for what was to come. Because had she not posted any of these, nobody in the crypto community would even give her the time of day. Like she said, what changed her mind about crypto was that it was a good way to interact with her fans. What the fuck is she talking about? Instagram is a good way to interact with your fans. Cameo is a good way to interact with your fans. Crypto is a way to invest your money, not some fucking social network. And not even that, her posts wouldn't even make any sense. Like most of them are just her with an AI generated image that says Bitcoin, even one post just having the caption Bitcoin and nothing else. Obviously her managers are super invested into Bitcoin because there is no reason to post something like this other than to try and get more people to invest to bring the price up. I have no idea why someone would see this and think to do that, but hey, look where we are now. But something else people failed to talk about after all of this happened was where was Jake Paul in any of this? Like I said in the video I made about this, he was the one who gave her the podcast, and even if it wasn't his idea, he signed her to his company, giving her that ability to contact whoever she wants, having that Jake Paul co-sign. Had none of this happened, she would still be bitching at the guys to take down the video she was in. But when you are the face of your brand and the brains part is handled by a plethora of other people, you are destined for failure no matter how happy and cracked out you were as a baby. Honestly, I have no idea what she could be doing right now. I heard she was given like $125,000 to do her little promotion videos and then a percentage of whatever they made. But I don't think any amount is worth being tricked into unknowingly be the mascot for an obvious scam. And maybe she did know. We won't know anything until she says something or one of us forces her to. But as I stated at the beginning of the video, this pissed a lot of people off, which ended up with a few of them coming together to file a lawsuit against her and her team called the Tuah to the Moon Foundation. They're really riding this Tuah play on words till the end. God damn! Honestly, a smart person would have saw that name and been like, what? Please don't make jokes about where you're investing my money, please. But after a little soup search, you can never use it, I found the actual lawsuit, and here are some things that they, said in there. So you don't have to read the whole thing. So for the first 11 subsections of the first section, it details everything that went wrong with this whole operation. They talk about how it was unlawful, how these people used her following as leverage to market the coin, even making fun of the phrase Tuah to the moon, saying it was basically a catchphrase used by them to mislead people into thinking they were going to make a profit, which it also says a lot of these investors were first timers, and while that may be true, that's not an excuse. Just because you hear something catchy doesn't mean you should invest all your money into it, especially when it's based off something a crack baby said. Imagine, crack baby? I don't even know how to properly imitate smoking crack because I've never done it. But it goes on to name the plaintiffs involved and how much they lost, and some people lost up to $70,000, but others are in this thing after losing $1,000. And it's like, I would have at least had a minimum amount you would have had to lost if you wanted in on this, because there's no way the dude who lost $1,000 is going about this the same way as the guy who lost $70,000. But in total, the amount lost between these people mentioned is just over $150,000. A far cry from the millions that were stolen, but hey, they gotta start somewhere, right? But now it lists who the defendants are, who's actually being sued. And of course, it lists Alex Schultz, aka Doc Hollywood, his partner Clinton So, who was the account known as Over Here. They're suing his company, Over Here Limited, who was the developer of the coin. And then the Tuah to the Moon Foundation, which is actually the foundation receiving the funds Doc Hollywood said that they set up in the Cayman Islands. CoffeeZilla even asked him about this, which they couldn't even give him a straight answer for.
Who made the money? How much did Haley Welch make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns zero of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation.
Brother, who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
A foundation that pays people out.
But someone who isn't named as one of the defendants is Haley Welch. And that's obviously because she was being used. That doesn't make up for what she allowed herself to be used for. But you can't sue someone for saying something they were contractually obligated to say, I mean, you can, but you want to win the lawsuit, right? With that being said, her downfall relies on us. When she comes back, whenever that is, we have to treat her like the idiot she is and make sure she knows that we don't want to see her in the spotlight anymore after what she let herself get used for. And I know people are going to say, well, this was all her team and her managers did this. Trust me, if she didn't want to do anything, all she had to say was no. Please don't use my meme for crypto purposes. Let's just keep promoting Bitcoin to the moon, you feel me? I mean, we've been doing that. Why ruin a good thing? Like, they didn't have a gun to her head forcing her to do any of this. She's actually just that stupid. Not even stupid. Her ignorance is bliss to her, but torture to others. But now they start talking about the specifics of the coin, even mentioning Tuah to the moon again as a main influencer as to why people invested. But they also mentioned how apparently when this went live, people from the United States weren't allowed to buy it. It doesn't explain why, but it says the sale and purchase of the hot coin predominantly occurred within the United States, despite attempts by the defendants to create the appearance of excluding United States participants. Again, it doesn't say why they tried to do this or even why they said that, why that was going to be a thing. I would assume the US is the main consumer of the meme, but you know, they thought they were probably doing something genius with that. In the end, it says they're asking for a jury trial, and I'm not a law expert by any means, but this does not need to have a jury. A judge can literally determine that these guys are guilty just by reading what Haley's nickname is. And actually, guys, she finally responded earlier today, and by responded, I mean someone on her team typed up this message for her saying she takes this very serious, and that basically if you lost any of your money, contact these people through this link. Now, while this does show her taking accountability, a couple things. One, she got paid to do this, and like I mentioned earlier, this isn't the first time her dealing with crypto. She's been posting about it. And the other thing is that she still has the other post up. Like, I would at least have deleted all the posts about this scam now that you've responded, but like, she still has up the retweets she made from the main guy behind all of this. Like I said, we have to make sure that she does not get all of what she had back so that this can happen again with someone else. Like, her popularity has to die like the meme should have months ago. But yeah, guys, this was literally bound to happen, and even though Haley isn't the one being sued, she's still gonna have to deal with all the hate when she comes back, and that's gonna be awesome. I honestly forgot today was Friday, but if anything, if I don't see you guys tomorrow, I'll see you guys Sunday for sure. Peace.